Hi, this is Amina Sheikh here, and with me today I have the stunning Sini Shetty, who is all set to rule the world with Miss World. So joining me right now is Sini Shetty, welcoming her on Zoom.
Thank you so much, Amina. Always a pleasure to be with you.
Lovely to have you, and lovely to see that glow on the face, because it's all also the excitement level is there. There's nervousness. There's a lot running in your mind right now. I must say that. What's going on?
I think there's no nervousness for sure. I'm super excited. The wait has been long. I have been prepping for this very moment since last 2 years now, and the fact that it's happening in India after 28 years, and I'm lucky to be the host delegate, and I'm actually living up to the hospitality standards of India, living to the true meaning of ancient old Indian saying Atiti Devo Bhava, the guest is our God. So I hope the girls have a great time. I'm sure the girls are going to have a great time. The girls are coming to Delhi and Mumbai in the span of 30 days. So yeah, excitement is at its peak.
What led you to be a part of the beauty pageant world? Like, what made you think about it?
Going back to 2022 when I won Miss India, I like to say that this year I lived two different lives. I was a corporate girl pursuing her accountancy, dancing her way, dancing through her life, and cut to Miss India happened for me. The journey has been surreal, the journey has been beautiful, but the switch was for the sole reason of advancing myself and venturing out in life and understanding the true meaning of life. As well, as much as I was happy in my previous life, I was happy, I was content, I was moving towards the right direction, I was growing in my field, but I felt that my ambitions, my goals were very limited to me, and I know my purpose was a lot more, much larger to my life.
So it's like basically an introvert coming to the world of extroverts.
Exactly, but an introvert who is an extrovert did not meet her field, her playground, and cut to when I went to Miss India. That's where I know, yeah, this was my field to play.
Yeah.
So when Miss India happened, pageantry was love at first sight for me. I understood the rules of pageantry, I understood the vision of pageantry, and that's when I understood that it's not just a beauty contest, there's so much more to it. And that's how I think I diverted my entire vision to pageantry, and I think I will divert myself to a lot more fields through this platform, forever grateful for everything that has happened.
So how did you convince your parents? Because, Indian parents, they're very skeptical whenever we are planning anything, be it media, be it coming to the world of glamour, be it coming to beauty pageants. How did you convince them for it?
They were not wrong when they were worried. And it's not just a shift in this industry. Well, I feel that a shift of career happened for me, where I had a stable job, I was pursuing certified financial analysis, and suddenly, my mind switched to pageantry. And I feel that there were a lot of questions, there were a lot of worry that my parents put forward to me. I still remember having this conversation where I was explaining and giving them logic that why I feel that this path, this step is necessary for me. And at that point I felt that this direction that I'm taking towards life will give me a fruitful feeling. It will give me a fruitful result as well. And they were quite supportive and understanding about it because there was logical reasoning behind it. So a simple conversation was a way ahead to convince my parents, and I can say today they have been my biggest support, my backbone, and there are a lot of reasons why I want to win Miss World, but one of the major reasons would be to make them proud.
Amazing, I must say that. And you hold a very strong background, I must say that. Your family is a royal family, and the other side is into your dad, like your grandfather basically, he was a part of, fighters and all, the freedom fighter basically. So tell me about that, a deadly combo you already have.
So going back to the history of my family, the maternal side of my family belongs to a royal family which belongs to the royal lineage of Kananjaru Palace, and my paternal side of the family belongs to the line of freedom struggle. Well, I think the values that have been instilled in me, one, to serve beyond self, to understand, to be there for the community, and second, to be there for India, to understand what the motherland means to us, what freedom means to us. True. I think all of these values have accumulated to make me who I am today, the feeling of being there for the community, for the world, the feeling of having independency, freedom, the feeling of keeping the nation to your heart, nation as your pride. I think all of them have rooted towards the correct direction of pageantry, where I get to not only represent my country at Miss World, but also the feeling of 1.4 billion people, and also inspire young minds out there.
And I have to add my poor sense of humor over here, which was finally did Sini Shetty meet Sunil Shetty?
I did, get a sweet message from Sunil sir. He was kind enough to leave me a message on winning Miss India. But I did get to meet Shilpa Shetty, and she is one of the warmest humans that I've ever met. She's so sweet. She did leave a message after Miss India as well. And it's sweet that, people who reach at that stage, they're still humble, they know what humility is, and they encourage young achievers like us. So I feel that they are a source of inspiration for me. I know how I have to be if stars align and I reach their stage.
And the next I will see her is in Rohit Shetty's film.
Oh, I hope, touch wood.
But Sini, going by your journey, you also had a lot of patience for 2 years to be here, and you must have learned a lot of things. And what you learned the most is what we have also seen. The very foremost which comes to our radar and to our eyes is being a tutor, a dance tutor, and making some interesting dance reels. Tell me about it.
Well, dance has always been my passion. I've been dancing since the age of 4. I've trained in Indian classical Bharatanatyam dance form, and that in general dance holds a very special place in my heart. And I've trained in multiple other dance forms like hip hop, Q-pop, Bollywood, semi-classical. So I think my dance journey has been amalgamation of all the styles that I've learned. And in the course of COVID, of course, I started posting these dance videos online, and I got a lot of appreciation from people. And that's when I realized that people actually would want to learn what I create, these small dance reels that I create, and that's how my journey as a tutor began. Also, the fact that I used to assist my teacher back in the day when I was learning Bharatanatyam. So dance has always been my happy space, and the small notes that you get from people, when they say that when you dance and you teach us dance, there's happiness around us, there's joy around us, and we actually live life to the true form. That appreciation means the lot.
Don't you also feel manifestations and the law of attraction worked in your favor? Because even before beauty pageant and before, you have, got the recognition as Miss India, but before going for the main Miss World, you've got an amazing training, and at the same time, your fans really know you. So how the interaction has been whenever you have met one of your fans, or, if they have come across, what they talk about?
They've been very sweet. Okay, when you talk about manifestation, let me go back to 2017. When I joined a different style of dancing. I remember my mentor's name is Arunima De. She has also been an integral part in my dancing journey. And I remember that I entered the class, and I was tall, I was quite tall, I was the same height that I am today. And she looked at me and she's like, oh, we have Miss India in the class. And I had no plans of Miss India back there. I was 16, 17 at that point. And cut to when I won in 2022, I remember a message from her saying, just one message, I told you so.
Wow.
So I do believe in manifestation and what people, leave remarks on you. And also after winning Miss World, there have been such sweet people coming across and leaving such sweet notes telling me that, my work has actually inspired them. And that is fruitful. I think my life is complete because of such messages, such DMs that I get on Instagram. And it's really sweet of people to actually look forward to our journey and look upon us. And I hope that I keep inspiring and aspiring them as well.
Especially when we talk about fans, and I have to share something very personal where I feel like when I became Miss Hinduja when I was in my college, and I used to always feel like this is what exactly Miss World, Miss India is all about. You always have the thought oh, this is what Miss India is about.
Correct.
And that is what the college going kids always adopt. Have you had interactions with them where they also said oh, we really want to be one someday?
Definitely, yes. I think there were a few Mr. and Miss events of colleges that I had attended, that I had gone to judge. And I remember girls especially coming to me and saying that, that I aspire to be Miss India. and this is something that I'm just doing out of fun for now, but I really want to take this seriously. And it's so sweet that they have such ambition, such strong ambitions and goals that they are working for. They're so hardworking, and I hope I get to see them soon on the stage of Miss India and live up to the legacy that all the queens have left behind.
You're not only representing India, I must say that it's on the level of, representing the world. And that also means a lot of responsibilities there on your shoulders. One such responsibility is about your project, which is about, being associated for humanity, for the cause of humanity. Tell me about it, Ashai, and what it is.
Well, let me tell you something about Beauty with a Purpose project. I am a part of something that is very beautiful. It's called Miss World. It is the oldest and the largest pageant in the history of pageants. And they have come up with a beautiful initiative, Beauty with a Purpose project. Every girl who's representing her country, who is a delegate participating and competing for Miss World, comes with a Beauty with a Purpose project, which is a bucket for a social issue that she thinks is relevant in her country. And all of us come under one roof on one stage, and we discuss these issues. And when I talk about my project, it is called Ashai, which means ray of hope. Let me take you back to your school, the time that when you were pursuing your education, it was a race to complete your syllabus. I'm sure you would have experienced that as well.
Correct.
But when you enter a professional setup, that's when you understand the importance of public speaking, personality development, and spoken English as well. And also when you research through kids in India, there are a lot of kids who are enrolled in government aided school, enrolled in private schools as such. But when you look at the conversion rate to employment, it's really less. And that became the vision and purpose of my mission. I've been lucky enough to partner with Teach India. It's a Times initiative which addresses knowledge and prepares young adults for job and employment. I've also partnered with NGOs like SPID, Sarthi and Pehel. In the course of 9 months, I've been able to cater to 13 batches with 30 students each. And let me tell you, the course of 9 months have been so fruitful, and I hope the batches keep increasing with months to come. My entire project has been my dream project. Ashai has been my dream project. It has been my baby. I hope that with Miss World as a platform, I grow this message. I help everyone, not only in India but across the world, and it is just a gentle reminder for everyone that they are not alone and we are here to help them.
Awesome, and that's lovely. I must say that's such a good association you have. But I have to also remind you about something, and I'm sure you know about it, which is the Miss World pageant. And there are strong women associated with it. The one who have won the pageant, be it Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, be it Priyanka Chopra. If you had to choose your role model from the Miss World pageantry world, who would that be?
India has left such beautiful queens, and they have followed such a beautiful legacy. Selecting one would not suffice, but if I have to choose, I would definitely choose Priyanka Chopra. I feel that I relate to her a lot. She's an entrepreneur. She's someone who wears many hats in life. I love how she is not afraid to speak up, and I feel that I relate to her. I am someone who stands on her opinion, someone who respects her own opinion and is not afraid to share it to the world.
And if any winning speech which you really liked, if one of the during the pageantry world, if you have heard and you really felt like, oh my God, that's something commendable.
I think that would be Toni Ann Singh. She is Miss World 2019. She's a fantastic speaker. She speaks from her heart. She's natural, and it actually brought me to tears when I heard her speech, and I would definitely want to be there expressing my views, my opinion on winning the Miss World crown and how I would take the responsibilities ahead.
Well, that's lovely chatting with you. But Sini, before I let you go for the pageantry world and Miss World, I have to ask you about your team, who has been your strong support, the designers, the stylists, and if you could tell us something about the outfit you're wearing. I'm sure you're not going to reveal it, but it was just a tricky question to know.
Well, for that, you'll have to follow my journey on www.missindia.com or my Instagram. And I will be starting my journey on 20th of February. And the finale is on 9th of March, so that's a suspense.
And I have to just make you do this acting right now. If you win, and I know that you're going to win, what will be your winning speech like? Well,
I think first of all, I'll be too stunned to speak. And second of all, I think I'm so glad, I'm so grateful. God has been kind. The Miss World crown is on my head, and I pray and I hope I cater to every responsibility that the crown holds. Thank you so much to my parents, my friends, my family, Miss India organization. Thank you so much to all my trainers who have been my constant support, helping me grow, helping me be who I am today, and I cannot wait for what the future holds for me.
Woo! और इसी बात पे सीनी शेट्टी को मिलता है मिस वर्ल्ड का टाइटल. Well, lovely chatting with you, Sini, and I'm hoping that you're going to get India back the Miss World title.
I'm sure the Miss World crown is coming to India, but it's never going back.
Well, thank you so much for your lovely time and all
Thank
the
you,
very
Samira.
best.
Hi everyone, this is Sini Shetty, Femina Miss India World 2022, and you're watching me exclusively on Zoom.